do the work and do his own thing. No, he will go outside there and do the work. So when you consider that now, you'll say, yeah, I'm going to go outside there and do the work. Because anytime you take your shy off your mind, you'll get weary and you will just give up this work. Alright? You won't have no faith again, you will just give up your faith, give up your wisdom, knowledge and understanding that you receive. And just turn your back on the Lord. Okay? Right. Yeah.
This is the book of Revelation chapter 21 verse 7. He that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son.
Yeah, he that overcometh. What you say? He that what?
He that overcometh shall inherit all things.
Shall inherit all things. All things. Everything. Meaning you so-called white people as well. This earth. Alright? This earth going to come to the people who've been despised by the people who rule in this earth right now. That's right. Because we are despised. That's right. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, though you know it or not, you have enemies. The enemy is not flying spirit in heaven. The enemy is not flying spirit. The enemy don't fucking fly and come and tempt you. I mean, it is Satan, but that is not your enemy. That is not the enemy. Your enemy on the earth right now, pouring fucking poison in your food and your water and your children's mind. You eat your minds. Alright? That is your enemy. And until you get a realization in your head and come to the understanding that you are a slave still, that you're not freed, you can in no wise inherit the kingdom of heaven or be free. The best slave is a slave that don't know he's a slave. That's the best slave for the slave master. And all other people don't know they're slaves. Or they're slaves to the system. That's right. Alright? They're slaves to the system. And there's none of fucking, as these Christians that say, they're freed from sin. When John 8 and 32, I'm talking to a Christian yesterday, he said that. You shall know the truth and the truth shall make you free. He said you're freed from sin. That part right, but it was still sin. The true freedom is understanding that you know, hey, who you is, what you're about, right, where you're going, what you're supposed to do when you're on this earth. That is the true freedom. Your enemies, who them is, go ahead.
It's Romans chapter 8 and verse 20. For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who had subjected the same in hope.
God, that the creature, and I could go all the way back to Adam. He's that true creature made subject to vanity. So we will still sin.
That's right, that's
right. We will still go off. Your true freedom is when you understand what the fuck you're about. You understand that, hey, these devils didn't free us. You wasn't free. Okay? You was emancipated. That's it. I'll tell you what is emancipated. Emancipated is that you have shackles on your hand here now. And I take you from this point, you're right here, right now, and I'll take you from here with the same shackles on your hand, and I'll throw you up, carry you across the road with the shackles on your hand. I just emancipated you. Or I transferred you. That's all it means. It just means to transfer.
That's right, that's right.
And if I tell you I'm taking the shackles off your hand, I just transfer you with the shackles on your hand. And all you get emancipated, that is why they say what they say. They never say freed slaves. All they slaves. Servants to the so-called white man.
Yeah.
Right? And until you understand where you have a basham, I will shy one from you, you could never be free. You could never be free. You will always be a servant. And all you walking around this place, bro, say, nah, you no slave. I don't serve no. You're serving this devil. Because we have our own sovereign laws to govern us as a people, as a nation, to govern we. We have our own laws, sovereignty. And until you're being sovereign, meaning only this could pass judgment on you. If them laws can pass judgment on you, is a fucking servant. Is a servant. If the laws of the Bible can pass judgment for you, There's a slave to somebody else's laws. We're not supposed to be no servant to no other man's laws. We have our own laws to govern us. Understand? That's something.
Yeah, that is something. It's in Genesis chapter 3, verse 1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast that was in the field, which the Lord God had made. Now, that serpent goes back into a Hebrew word called Nakash, which, by the way, is Esau. Esau is that serpent, right? Who in return is spiritual entity, Satan controlling, but every spirit that's had a dwell in our host. Now, one of the greatest attributes of a serpent is the observation. A serpent will observe everything that's going on before the strike. And when they strike, they're going to strike with a system. Esau observed what it is going on with James, and he accomplished what he set out to do. He accomplished to take him out as physical slavery and bring me into mental and physical slavery, but without the chains on the hand. That is why you know have to wake up 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning and you must go to work. You know? He accomplished the system so good that he make it in such a way that he don't have to literally come up and whip on your back to get you to do his will. He created the system that you have no other choice but to do his will. A slayer that we use, a slayer through time and perfect the witchcraft and the sorcery. And this is what Esau do to these people outside there. He perfect the witchcraft and the sorcery to the point that people not even aware of him again. Jakes think that they don't have no enemies, as the brother was saying. This is a real docile state to be in. Not knowing where enemies, so he could come from any angle and spoil you. And you wouldn't know nothing more going on. You know?
It's the book of Genesis chapter 17. So like your Genesis chapter 27 and verse 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob. Right? And Esau, whether you know it, whether you believe it or not, is ruling this earth today. And as the scripture just said, he hated Jacob. Jacob is you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians in his heart. Alright? So your enemy ruling. You think your enemy will have you moving about free? The enemy right now have you under restraint. All these different philosophies and doctrines are reigning rampant through the earth right now is Esau pushing it to have you in that mental slavery.
That's
to
right.
spoil you.
That's right.
You understand? But you people can't see it. Now the scripture says in Isaiah 42 and verse 22, but this is a people rob and spoil. Alright? They are all set in holes. And that your enemy dig them pits for you. So you saying you're free because why you could get up in the morning and go and buy something. Or you could go and have dinner somewhere. You know, you could go to the park, you could go and take a nice walk. You're not free. Alright, the enemy set up all this system in place, the cameras. Why take them cameras for to watch you? Your ID card, your birth certificate is to keep record of you. So that his servants, which is you, alright, can slip through no cracks. He know your whereabouts, he know all the information. And that's why he bring in that chip. Brothers are now talking about a serpent, he's serpent. When you go into the word charagma, you check it out on the internet. Alright, there's a bit of information that has come up which leads back to the bite of a serpent. Alright, and that's Esau's bite, that chip, that microchip. We're going to put electronic branding, because back in slavery, that's something called the branding of slaves. Where the slave master will take a hot iron and put it into their flesh, put a mark upon them. Alright, showing that they are servitude now, servants to him. And that's where he coming with again. But electronically now, because he got the advance in his technology. You'll say not free. Alright, but true freedom, as the brothers going into, is that mental. That mental freedom, knowing yourself. You understand? Knowing who your God is. Moving that shackle, shaking it off of your head. You know, out of your mind. But right now, we servants, we under this man rulership, and that's why we prophesy to come out of this. Right?
Zion freedom. Like what we desire, hey, the apostles was desiring freedom. Lord, you know what? This time we start again the kingdom to Israel, what is that? That is a desiring of freedom. The freedom they're looking for, Lord, they're going to do it. I'm going to say it in Trinidad term. Lord, they're going to do it now? No. Now we're going to handle this thing, made them more strict in the scripture. You know? Because they wanted to be free. Alright, the Lord already made them free mentally. But physically they wanted to be free.
That's right.
The Lord already let them know, hey, this is what you had to do to be righteous. But they wanted to be physically free. Because they know they're not supposed to be under Esau governance. Because Esau do not fucking govern nothing.
That's right.
Esau does just let everything run helter-skelter. Watch how this nigga bring the earth today. What you state of this earth under the governance of the so-called white man? Why would you want to be here, grow a family here, raise a family here? Hey, you don't want to raise a family here. You take care of your family here, but you don't want that. Your desire. That's not supposed to be desire. If you have a family and you're here, yeah. Scripture say, go take care of your house. The words are not infidel and you deny the faith. So you had to do that because the Lord said that. But to say you desire to be a family man here, like Everton Blender, I am a family man, working for my children. Bro, this is a fucking hell. He so don't know how to govern nothing. But he stayed at this place. But he have motor cars, he have airplanes, and everybody get caught up in that. And not realizing morals depleting every day.
That is it.
Man lying down with man in bed. Man lying down with a man wife as he turn it back. As the man talk to her, literally as the man step out the house, the next man step in to brush the man wife. Right? And the LGBTQ community don't even have A in it. They don't have no A in it for adultery. Because adultery is such a norm in this earth. They don't even see it as a sin no more. There are no reason to march for rights for that because they could do that and get away. I just show how fucking far this earth gone, this place gone. Alright? They didn't even include A in it because A, what is that out? This place have no mental morals, but they don't fucking think. They don't have no morals mentally. Everybody just do their own thing. They have no boundaries. They have no freaking border. It's just a corrupt system, so-called white man set. And all your niggas fighting head and shoulders for this fucking place to continue. For you to continue in all your wickedness. Like Apostle Elata show, you have video today, about a minute long. And he said it's real embarrassing. I went and watched the video. 4GX fighting in Disneyland, and if you see how that looked real nasty. Look, he said this is embarrassing for all your niggas to be conducting all yourself like that. And it's true. But all you love it here because that's what you can do and just get away. Alright, you had something there?
This is the book of Proverbs chapter 29 and verse 16. When the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth, but the righteous shall see their fall.
Yeah, go and see the fall of the so-called white man. Amarata say, hey, look, Isaiah 26 verse 2. Abakosha.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 26, verse 2. And it reads, open ye the gates, that the righteous nation, which keepeth the truth, may enter it.
Right, the righteous nation, because you have a righteous nation, you have a wicked nation. Scripture just said the righteous shall see their fall. Scripture also said in Romans 11:26, all Israel shall be saved. So in the kingdom, what are we going to see the fall of the Edomites? Right. All of us, the whole nation. But at this present time, we desire to see the fall of 2/3 of the old people and all.
That's right.
And the so-called white man, when he get destroyed. Right? When he get put on, when the system get put on. Alright? Because hey, don't nobody just get on Jake. And I was studying that the other day. Nobody does get on Jake more than fucking we. We just be on Jake us. And you know what? If we could get on Jake and talk about we own people, that means we could talk about these other nations too. We could talk about all that because all they like when we talk about our own people. All they want to see me bickering and fighting, okay. I could talk about my people, but let me get on your ass. You Edomites, you so-called Chinese, you so-called Japanese. We could talk about all that and all their wickedness, but we could highlight your people wickedness, so we could highlight your wickedness. And the wickedness of the so-called white man is terrible on the face of the earth.
That's right.
That's right. The wickedness of the so-called white man is a terrible wickedness. This man doing anything that he put in mind to. He has no boundaries. He has no stopping point or no lock-off point. To the point where you want to put a microchip in everyone over there. You want to put a RFID microchip in over there. And I was talking about that coming down in the car out there with this brother here. Think about 10 years in the future for all you fucking idiots outside here. Think about 10 years in the future and see a paper dollar. See if this. Think about if this paper dollar here would be the main currency on the earth 10 years from now. It could be before that or not. It could be 2 months from now. It could be 2 days from now. But I'm just going 10 years for the simple terms. The ones we can see. Think about 10 years from now. If this going to be you're spending currency, this. The way how things going on this earth right now. You could never say yes. You could never say yes. Because the way how things going right now, everything moving to go, looking to go digital. Everything.
That's right. I can say that. Right now they're actually conditioning the world from the young ones come up. Alright, for a cashless society. You know the game called Monopoly? Monopoly is a game you play with. You have fake money, fake currency.
Right.
And you're buying and selling, you're paying rent, all the different things. Right. Just like real life.
Right.
You understand? You know Monopoly going cashless?
Monopoly going cashless.
Monopoly going cashless where you're using credit cards. It's a one higher than the way you're using a press of a button or something like that.
See that?
But I played the one, I played it, they're using a credit card. No, it have no dollar in it.
See?
Have no money. So what they're doing is conditioning even children now, because children will play that game.
See?
But they're using credit cards.
See?
No dollar.
Yappa. Yappa, that's beautiful. So then I'm going to read this precept. This is Revelation 13 verse 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, to free a bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Can. That's a revelation given to John. Alright, now I'm going to show you. And when the Most High says something going to happen, it's going to happen. Alright, and using these Edomites to fulfill that. That's their mark. Alright, the mark of the beast. And when you go into that word mark, like you have to go into the words. Alright, not just read something and think whatever. Alright, words have meaning. It have a reason why this was said. Have a reason why it was written in a specific language that I'm meaning back then. Alright, go back to the word karagma, the Greek. Alright, which means a pricking in the flesh. Alright, I'm pointed mark. And that is the RFID microchip. Alright, and you're seeing slowly but surely making steps and progressions towards that mark. Alright, they're having seminars concerning microchip. You know, they're bringing out all these different technologies, conditioning your mind, you know, to be dependent on convenience. You know, love convenience. And that's why they bring in that so-called, that mark of the beast in the name of convenience. You know?
Yeah, this devil, it could happen any day now, any fucking day. Any day, Esau could just drop that ball and say the stock market crash. You niggas gonna be running helter-skelter like headless chickens, right? I have a solution to stabilize everything. How about RFID microchip with advertising on billboards all over the place now? Advertising, you know? This one the mic. Everybody go and take that. Hey, people go and take that microchip. Everybody, the elect will go and take it. People go and take that microchip. They go and run. You people outside here who love, let me get Revelation 3 and 10, Baba Kosha. You people outside here who love this place, who love it here, who just can't see past Esau and bullshit. Because you're supposed to have a mind to look past Esau, and Esau that just give smoke and mirrors. That's all he have. Semantics and tricks. That's all Esau have. A bunch of tricks and semantics and smoke and mirrors. Not real. Esau not deal with real. Esau just deal with fake.
That's right.
Okay? What the money he present to you? Fake. Real money is gold and silver. What the money he present to you? A paper note, that is fake.
That's right.
Frick, the man started to give plastic notes now.
Yep.
If you